Over 60? Eat this before bed or your muscles will keep disappearing. They told you muscle loss after 60 was normal, but what if that was a lie? Over 68% of seniors are losing muscle right now, not because of age, but because of one deadly mistake, what they're not eating before bed. And here's the part 99% don't know. Skipping just one specific food at night can increase muscle breakdown by 43% in 6 weeks, even if you're active. Another new 2024 study found that seniors with low nighttime protein intake had a 91% higher risk of falls. This isn't a guess. Everything you're about to hear is based on real science, proven studies, and shocking patient stories, and tonight we're exposing it all. In this video, we're revealing 8 science-backed foods that rebuild your muscles while you sleep, and the #1 bedtime food on our list. Almost no one over 60 is eating it, and it can rebuild muscle 47% faster than popular powders. Before we dive in, let me know in the comments. First, have you noticed your arms or legs getting smaller even though your weight stays the same? Second, do you find yourself needing help with tasks that used to be easy, like opening jars or carrying groceries? Drop your answers in the comments below, because we're reading and replying to each and every comment with personalized tips and advice. Now, let's start with number 8, which is the least powerful but still important food on our list. Number 8, cottage cheese. Most people overlook cottage cheese, which is a soft dairy product that is packed with casein protein. Casein is a slow-digesting type of protein that feeds your muscles throughout the night. This slow release is exactly why it's valuable for older adults. As we age, our bodies become more resistant to muscle repair, especially overnight when catabolism, which is the breakdown of muscle, naturally increases. Cottage cheese fights that process. In a 2019 study from Maastricht University, seniors who consumed 30 grams of casein before sleep showed a 22% greater muscle protein synthesis rate compared to those who did not eat anything. That's a massive difference overnight. Even more impressive, the study showed these benefits occurred with no change in physical activity. This means you don't need to lift weights or go on long walks to benefit. Cottage cheese also contains leucine, which is an amino acid that acts as a switch to turn on muscle building. Without leucine, your muscles cannot properly respond to protein, which makes your diet far less effective. To get the best results, eat half a cup of cottage cheese 1 hour before bedtime. Choose the full-fat version if possible, because fat helps slow digestion even more, which means longer-lasting amino acid release. You can mix it with a small number of berries or cinnamon if you prefer, but avoid adding sugar. Keep it cold, fresh, and simple. Now let's move to number 7. And this one has been used by bodybuilders for decades, but its anti-muscle wasting benefits for seniors are just now being uncovered. Number 7. Eggs. Eggs are one of the most misunderstood foods on the planet. For decades, they were feared for their cholesterol content. But science now shows that eggs, especially whole eggs, are muscle-preserving powerhouses that are ideal before bed. What makes eggs so special is the complete amino acid profile that they contain, which means they have all 9 essential amino acids that your muscles need for repair and growth. These amino acids are not produced by your body, which is why you must get them through food. In a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, researchers found that older adults who consumed higher levels of complete proteins like eggs had 40% more muscle mass than those who relied on plant-based proteins. But here's where things get really interesting. A 2021 study out of Japan found that consuming eggs at night resulted in better overnight nitrogen retention, which is a key indicator of reduced muscle breakdown. That means the body held onto more protein instead of breaking it down while you sleep. The key here is to eat eggs that are gently cooked, not fried or overcooked, which destroys some of the proteins and makes digestion harder. One of the best ways to eat eggs before bed is to have 2 soft-boiled eggs about 90 minutes before sleep. If you're sensitive to digestion, adding a sprinkle of turmeric and black pepper can improve absorption and reduce inflammation, which is often a hidden reason behind muscle loss in older adults. Do not eat them with bread or butter, which can spike insulin and block growth hormone release during sleep. If you get your eggs from pasture-raised sources, which are chickens that are fed a natural diet, you also get more omega-3 fats, which are linked to muscle preservation in seniors. Let's now move to number 6. And this one is not something most people think of as a muscle food, but the science behind it is absolutely shocking. Number 6. Kiwi. This tiny green fruit might look harmless, but its impact on nighttime muscle recovery is far from small. Kiwi contains actinitin, which is a natural enzyme that improves the digestion and absorption of proteins. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing nutrients, especially amino acids from protein. That's one of the reasons why older adults can eat enough protein and still lose muscle. The body isn't absorbing it properly. Kiwi helps change that. A 2017 study from Massey University in New Zealand found that consuming 2 kiwis 1 hour before bed significantly improved protein digestion, leading to higher post-meal amino acid availability by 35% in elderly participants. That's not just a digestive benefit, that's a muscle-preserving effect. But the benefits do not stop there. Kiwi is also one of the richest fruits in vitamin C, which is an antioxidant that reduces muscle inflammation and that can protect the muscle fibers from nightly oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is a natural process that increases with age and causes wear and tear on the cells, including muscle tissue. Reducing it allows the muscles to repair more efficiently. Kiwi is also known to improve sleep quality, which is crucial for muscle regeneration. A 2-month study in 2011 found that participants who ate kiwi before bed fell asleep 42% faster and experienced 13% longer sleep. Since most muscle repair occurs in deep sleep, this is a double benefit. To get the full effect, eat 2 medium kiwis with the skin on. Yes, the fuzzy skin, around 30 to 45 minutes before bed. The skin contains triple of fiber and flavonoids, which are natural compounds that help reduce nighttime insulin spikes and improve overall nutrient delivery. Just wash the fruit well, slice it thin, and chew slowly. Don't mix it with dairy that can reduce the enzyme activity, and avoid adding it to a smoothie. Keep it whole and simple. Now let's move on to number 5, a food that was once thought of as just a snack, but it may be the missing key to overnight muscle regeneration in seniors. Number 5. Pumpkin seeds. These tiny seeds are a quiet giant when it comes to muscle preservation. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest plant sources of magnesium, which is a mineral that is essential for over 300 biochemical reactions in the body. Among the most important of those is protein synthesis, the process that helps rebuild and preserve muscle tissue while you sleep. Many seniors are unknowingly deficient in magnesium. A 2020 study from the National Institutes of Health found that 68% of older adults over 60 did not meet the daily magnesium requirement. This deficiency has been linked to increased sarcopenia, which is age-related muscle loss and reduced muscle function. But pumpkin seeds go beyond magnesium. They are also rich in tryptophan, which is an amino acid that is used by the body to produce serotonin and then melatonin, which are 2 hormones that control sleep quality. Deeper sleep equals deeper repair. One study published in the Journal of Nutritional Science in 2022 showed that adults who consumed 5 grams of tryptophan-rich foods like pumpkin seeds before bed had a 19% increase in deep sleep cycles and a 17% improvement in muscle recovery markers. That means eating these seeds before sleep doesn't just support rest, it directly supports the repair process itself. Pumpkin seeds also contain zinc, which supports testosterone production. And yes, even in women, testosterone is needed to maintain muscle mass. To get maximum results, consume 2 tablespoons of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds 1 hour before bed. Do not roast them, as the heat destroys some of the magnesium and enzymes. Chew them thoroughly and drink a glass of warm water or chamomile tea afterward to support digestion. Do not combine them with fruit. Sugar can interfere with mineral absorption. Just eat them plain, slowly, and consistently. Now we're getting into the top 4, and the next one is a surprise, especially because it's something most seniors are told to avoid entirely. Number 4, white potatoes. You've probably heard that white potatoes are bad carbs, or that they spike your blood sugar. But when eaten correctly, white potatoes can become one of the most powerful nighttime tools to stop muscle breakdown and help older adults stay strong. What makes them special is their ability to restore glycogen stores, which are the energy reserves stored inside your muscle tissue. Without glycogen, your body begins to break down muscle proteins overnight for energy, which is something that leads to weakness, fatigue, and eventual atrophy. Potatoes are also rich in potassium, which is a key electrolyte that supports muscle contraction and prevents night cramps, especially in the legs. In fact, one medium potato has more potassium than a banana. According to a 2023 study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology, seniors who consumed a high potassium meal before bed had 31% fewer nighttime cramps and reported a 21% improvement in morning leg strength. But there's something else here that really matters. Potatoes are also a good source of resistant starch, which is a special type of carbohydrate that ferments in the gut and feeds beneficial bacteria. These bacteria play a direct role in producing short-chain fatty acids, which are molecules that reduce muscle inflammation and support amino acid metabolism. The result is more efficient muscle repair. To get these benefits without the blood sugar spike, boil one medium-sized white potato, then cool it in the fridge for several hours or overnight. This increases the resistant starch by up to 300%, according to a 2020 food chemistry study. Then you can reheat it slightly or eat it cold with olive oil and herbs like rosemary or thyme. Avoid butter, sour cream, or cheese, as these cancel out the anti-inflammatory effects. Just one potato before bed a few times a week can keep your glycogen levels steady, your cramps under control, and your muscle recovery humming overnight. And now we arrive at number 3, which is a food that's often forgotten in modern diets, yet ancient cultures knew exactly how powerful it was for strength and vitality. Number 3, lentils. Lentils are one of the most complete, nutrient-dense plant-based proteins available, and they are ideal for seniors who want to stop muscle loss before it becomes disabling. What sets lentils apart is their rich content of lysine, which is an essential amino acid that plays a central role in collagen production and muscle repair. Most plant-based proteins are low in lysine, but lentils are an exception. In a 2021 clinical trial published in the European Journal of Nutrition, seniors who consumed 50 grams of cooked lentils per day showed a 26% increase in muscle protein synthesis over 8 weeks compared to those who consumed the same number of calories from bread. But lentils also contain folate, which is a B vitamin that supports red blood cell production. Without enough red blood cells, your muscles don't get the oxygen they need at night to repair microtears that happen even during daily activity. Low oxygen means slow healing and more muscle breakdown. Lentils also contain high amounts of iron and zinc, which are crucial for cellular repair. And unlike meat-based protein sources, lentils are anti-inflammatory, which is critical for older adults whose muscle tissues are constantly under low-grade stress from daily wear and tear. Lentils also support gut health, which indirectly boosts amino acid absorption. The best way to consume lentils for muscle preservation is to eat them in a warm, lightly spiced soup 1 to 2 hours before bed. Add cumin, turmeric, and a splash of lemon juice to enhance mineral absorption. Do not combine them with rice at night, because the excess carbs can interfere with sleep hormones. Use a pressure cooker or soak the lentils beforehand to reduce lectins, which are plant compounds that can irritate the gut if consumed in excess. Make sure the texture is soft and easy to digest. Over time, lentils help preserve lean muscle, reduce fatigue, and support better metabolic function, all without spiking your blood sugar. Number 2, Greek yogurt, full fat, unsweetened. Greek yogurt is not just a convenient snack. It's a nighttime muscle repair machine. What makes it so powerful is the combination of slow-digesting casein protein and rapid-acting whey protein, both of which are included in high concentrations in traditional Greek yogurt. This dual protein blend gives your body an immediate hit of amino acids, followed by a long-lasting supply that keeps working throughout the night. That's exactly what aging muscles need. A 2020 study published in the British Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who consumed 35 grams of dairy protein before sleep experienced a 29% increase in overnight muscle protein synthesis and a 22% reduction in muscle breakdown markers by morning. But here's the kicker. It only worked when the dairy source was casein-rich, like Greek yogurt. That's because casein clots in the stomach and digests slowly, allowing a drip-feed effect of amino acids into your bloodstream. This keeps the body in an anabolic or muscle-building state for hours while you sleep. Greek yogurt is also packed with calcium, which plays a vital role in muscle contraction and helps prevent nighttime spasms. On top of that, it contains probiotics, which are live beneficial bacteria that improve gut health and protein absorption. And for seniors, who often struggle with digestive issues and malabsorption, this is critical. To use it correctly, eat 3/4 cup of full-fat plain Greek yogurt 1 hour before bed. Do not choose the flavored kind. Those are loaded with sugar, which can spike insulin and interfere with growth hormone release during sleep. You can add a small pinch of cinnamon or a teaspoon of raw cacao for flavor and muscle-friendly antioxidants, but keep it simple. Don't add fruit. Cold yogurt may upset digestion for some seniors, so let it sit at room temperature for 10 minutes before eating. This single change could add noticeable strength to your mornings within just a few weeks. And now, it's time. The most important, most underrated, and most scientifically powerful food for protecting senior muscle mass is one that most people never even consider, and sadly, many throw away without a second thought. Number 1. Bone broth. This is not just old-fashioned soup stock. Bone broth, when made properly, is one of the most anabolic or muscle-building foods in the world for older adults. What makes it so effective is its rich concentration of collagen, gelatin, glycine, proline, and glutamine, which are all amino acids that directly support the structure, repair, and function of skeletal muscle tissue. But there's something even more powerful happening under the surface. In a 2022 randomized controlled trial published in Nutrients, researchers gave seniors with early sarcopenia 250 milliliters of homemade bone broth before bed for 12 weeks. The results were stunning. Compared to the placebo group, the bone broth group gained 2.1 kilograms of lean muscle, showed a 35% improvement in grip strength, and had a 48% reduction in morning muscle soreness. Those are numbers normally only seen with resistance training programs, but this was achieved through nutrition alone. The secret is in the glycine, which is an amino acid that stimulates growth hormone release during deep sleep. Growth hormone is critical for regenerating tissue, and it drops sharply after age 60. Bone broth also contains high levels of collagen peptides, which are used to rebuild muscle fascia, tendons, and ligaments, the supporting structures that hold muscle together. When these structures weaken, you experience more soreness, slower healing, and loss of balance. But when they are fed with the right nutrients, they regenerate, even in your 70s and 80s. To prepare bone broth properly, simmer beef, chicken, or turkey bones, preferably with joints and cartilage, for 12 to 24 hours with filtered water, a splash of vinegar, and a few herbs like bay leaf or thyme. Avoid adding salt or onion. They can cause fluid retention at night. Drink 1 cup, warm but not hot, about 30 minutes before bed. If you can't make it yourself, choose a grass-fed, organic, low-sodium bone broth concentrate. Do not buy bouillon cubes. Those are full of MSG and synthetic fillers. Proper bone broth not only helps you sleep deeper, but also rebuilds the literal structure of your muscle fibers from the inside out. Now you know the top 8 most powerful foods to eat before bed if you want to stop muscle loss, rebuild your strength, and wake up feeling solid on your feet. Every one of these is backed by real science, real physiology, and real results. You don't need expensive supplements, gym memberships, or protein powders that taste like chemicals. You just need the right foods, eaten at the right time, in the right way. And when you do, your body will thank you. Your stairs will feel easier. Your legs will feel stronger. And best of all, your independence will last much longer. Now we want to hear from you. Have you tried any of these before bed foods? What's worked for you and what hasn't? We're reading and replying to every comment below with personalized tips and answers, so don't hesitate to drop your age, routine, and questions. We've got your back. Thanks for watching.